You're on 81 right now, or 309, or the Cross Valley or something, and you look over at the car next to you in traffic and realize that person is not actually driving it. They're texting, they're scrolling, they're reading something, ordering coffee, approving a medical procedure. I don't know what they're doing, but their eyes are definitely not on the road, and somehow you've been entered into their little experiment. Good morning, it's the Prospector Show on Rock 107, and Friday I ranted about Paul Miller's Law, and I still think it's a good law. I just don't think the punishment has enough bite.
I know officials say the law is about safety and not writing tickets. And good. It should be about safety. But safety laws only work when the consequence is strong enough to change the behavior.
And that's the part I keep coming back to. Because if people are still staring down at their phones while they're doing 65 on 81 or drifting across the Cross Valley or rolling through a work zone like the car is being guided by prayer and lane assist, then the consequences are just not strong enough. I don't think a $50 fine scares anyone anymore. A fine's annoying. A fine makes you mad for an afternoon. A fine makes you complain at dinner and say, there goes my Saturday night bar money. But for some people, a fine's not a punishment. It's a fee. It's the cost of doing business. It's the price you pay for being a Yambag.
Every day on highways and byways all over Northeast PA, somebody's staring down into their lap like the meaning of life is hiding between the seat and the center console. They're drifting across the lane and slowing down and speeding back up and driving like the steering wheel's merely a suggestion.
That's the problem. The people who do this don't think they're bad drivers. They think they're talented. They think, I'm good at this. I can handle it. No, you can't. You're not handling it. You're just lucky everyone around you is reacting to your nonsense before your nonsense becomes a huge problem. The punishment has to be inconvenient. Not just money. Make them sit through a class. Make them show up somewhere. Make them explain to another grown adult why a text that read LOL was worth risking somebody's life. Because the ticket is not the part that changes behavior. The punishment has to be the part that makes you never want to touch the phone in the car again.
First offense, $50. It's a little weak, but fine. Okay, that's your warning. Second offense, here's what I think. $1,000. Yeah, $1,000. I want it to be I ruined the family vacation because I had to send a thumbs up emoji on the Casey Highway kind of money. Third offense, the state takes your car. Yeah, because by the third time, you didn't make a mistake. You made a decision.
Paul Miller's Law may be a good start, but it's much like a baby. If it's going to survive, it's going to do anything, it needs some teeth. So if we really want people to knock this off, the fine can't be the punishment. The punishment has to teach a lesson. I'm Prospector. I'm for the people. I gotta go crazy, man. A fine's not enough. Make that punishment teach the lesson.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Two Minnesota friends wound up saving a woman's life, but it was all by accident. The pair decided to ride down a trail they'd never been on, and that's where they discovered a 68-year-old woman that had been trapped in mud for 3 days. The woman was in bad shape and unable to free herself, but the men quickly pulled her out and called for help, saving her life.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Good morning. It's the Prospector Show on Rock 107.
Okay, Father's Day may be over, but I'm still thinking about the dadisms. You know, the lines your dad repeated so many times you can hear them coming before he even opened his mouth.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it was advice, a warning, a snarky remark that he said every single time the opportunity presents itself.
If you ever told my father, have a nice day, he would immediately retort, don't tell me what to do.
My dad would always be like, are we lighting the neighborhood?
What are your dad's go-to sayings? The ones you heard 1,000 times growing up. We want those dadisms. Hit us up to celebrate our dads after Dad's Day. Open mic on the Rock 107 app, 1-888 Rock 107. Call or text 1-888-7625-107. And, of course, social media is another place to get at us.
Stephanie from your Instagram. You could be anything you want to be. Just don't be an a-hole.
There you go.
That's good.
Yeah, I like that one. Text it in. When driving, it doesn't matter if you're right. If you're dead, that was my dad's dadism, and that's true.
That is good.
Although I'd like to be right and alive every time. On to the rock lines. Looking for your dadisms, Rock 107.
My favorite dadism?
Yep.
Always do as I say, not as I do.
That way I don't have to worry about setting a good example. Just do as I say, damn it.
Exactly, you know. I remember when I was a teenager, even once, I was buying a car, and my dad said to me, why are you buying a car with bucket seats? Bucket seats are for married people.
Wow, you wanted the bench seat so you can get a little action, huh?
Something like that.
That kids today don't even have bench seats anymore, do they? They don't know.
Oh, no. Bob from your Facebook. If you had a brain, it would roll around inside your skull like a BB in a boxer car. That's brutal.
That's good. I like that one. Rick texted in on the rock lines. A hard head makes a soft behind. Not even sure what that means, but I liked it.
Laura from our TikTok, in response to the lights being left on, what is this, Yankee Stadium?
See? Just like your dad there. We're checking in on the rock lines for your Dadisms, Rock 107.
My dad used to go through the list of the boys and the girls. No matter if you're a boy or a girl, he'd say Joey, Junie, Donna, Randy. No, Dad, it's Joe. Yeah. That's what he used to do to me.
Rock 107, you're looking for your Dadisms.
All we had to do is point to the steps, and we knew to go. It was time to go to bed. We didn't even have to say, Dad, could we have 5 more minutes? My dad just pointed to the steps, and we knew.
No nonsense. I do that with my dog, by the way. It works with her. So.
Gary from your Facebook, if you do what I ask, if you do what I ask, you do not do, you're going to look funny walking around with a work boot sticking out of your butt.
If I do what I ask you not to do, okay, now all right. Now
that was confusing.
All right.
Lisa from our TikTok, close the door. We're not air conditioning the neighborhood.
Now, that was a momism for me, but a dadism for her.
Yeah.
I get that. We got another set here on the rock lines. Dadisms, Rock 107. What do you got?
I'm going to hit you so hard, your mother's going to feel it.
Oh, now, did he hit you that hard?
No, he always threatened, and I was always afraid.
Yeah.
But the look was enough.
Rock 107.
My dad used to always say, education is the one thing nobody could ever take away from you. I always wanted to skip school in high school, so he'd always yell that at me.
Rock 107, tell us your dadism.
My dad used to always say, the only people that are out after midnight are cops and robbers.
That's insane.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I like that saying.
No, I do like.
You know, I do remember my grandfather would say, nothing good ever happens after 3 a.m.
Yeah, we're waking up.
Yeah, there you go. So those are the things we're looking for, those dad sayings, your dadisms on Rock 107.
30 years of being stuffed in toy boxes since the Clinton administration. There's no way these toys haven't picked up some bad habits.
We took the brand new Toy Story 5 trailer and censored the parts that we found concerning. Let's start with Exhibit A. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie, there's a package for you. Hi there, I'm Lily Pad. Let's...
I don't know who Lilypad is.
Okay.
She showed up and immediately got put on some kind of government watch list.
I know, that escalated really quickly.
It really did. Shall we move on to Exhibit B?
I guess.
Toy Story 5 trailer censored.
I want to talk to you.
Please, call me Lily.
Me and the toys have been all summer to try and get Bonnie to make
Yeah.
but then you had to
Got it.
You're not even listening to me.
She has a lot. Wow. So much to say. It's aggressive.
It sounded less like a Pixar movie and more like an HR complaint being filed in real time.
And Jessie's always been kind of angry, you know?
It's like Goodfellas now. She's casted in Goodfellas. She's one energy drink away from just taking a folding table and flipping it over, man. And then finally, the clip that made me just question whether this movie should even still be PG.
Oh,
maybe it should be harder than that. PG-13, I don't know. You ready?
Yeah.
Exhibit 3.
Oh, I come in. It's been too long.
What are you, some sort of man toy?
What? She thinks you're because you're Woody.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know what the language was. I'm pretty sure half of it would get you thrown out of a Little League ball game, though.
And that's not what happened at all.
Of course it isn't. But if Toy Story 6 starts with a mandatory anger management and a restraining order, remember, you heard it here first. It's time to have a little fun on the phones. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and it's time for us to pick up the phone and call somebody and just annoy the heck out of them. We're going to be calling a vape shop today, and I'm going to be trying to get them to help me set a world record for the world's biggest vape cloud. Even though I have no idea how to do it, I'm going to act like I know everything about vaping and argue as much as I can. It's another Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
Hello, this is...
Yeah, hi. Who am I speaking to?
This is Jay.
Jay, listen, I need your help, man. I'm trying to set a world record. Do you guys, you do like all the types of vape smoke products, right?
Yeah, we have everything you need for new vapors to people that are veterans. We got everything.
Okay, good. Here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go custom here because I want to set the world record for the world's biggest vape cloud. Because, you know, like when some people, you know, like they're vaping and there's like a huge cloud of smoke and you're like, wow, that was a ton of smoke inside you, right?
Yeah,
So
it's actually not smoke, it's vapor, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right. Okay, vapor. Fine. Okay, whatever. The point is I want to set the world record for the biggest vape vape cloud. So what I've done is I've hollowed out an old flute that I have. I'd like to bring it in, and you guys can help me so that way I can have the biggest cloud. Is that something you guys would be interested in doing or could help me with?
I can help set you up with the new vape system. You don't need a flute.
Well, look, it's not a flute anymore. I hollowed it out. All the keys and everything like that are gone. It's just a basic big tube, and then you would, whatever you put in there, the juice or whatever to make the smoke. What's it called?
We like to refer to it as e-liquid, but, juice works, whatever you
Okay, right.
whatever you want to call it. You don't need a flute, though.
Well, I'm not going to play it like a flute. I'm using it to make the world's biggest vape pen, and then I'm going to be like... and I want to have this massive cloud come out, okay? But obviously, for the biggest cloud, you need the biggest pen, and that's my thing.
No, that's actually not how that works at all. There's actually vaping competitions, and none of those guys have a flute, a hollowed-out flute, because you don't need one of those. You can check out world's biggest vape clouds. They're all over the place.
Okay, look, I'm trying. I haven't done that because I'm trying to set the world record. I don't care about them. I'm going to be number one. So what do I do if I want to get the world's biggest thing out?
Come to the shop. I'll hook you up with the setup. We'll get you the juice that you want, flavors that you like, and you can start
I don't care about the flavor.
Whatever it is that you want to do.
Listen, it just sounds like you're just trying to sell me a bunch of stuff,
right?
Right?
Well, you're the one that called me for vape clouds.
Right. I'm trying to make the world's biggest vape cloud, man.
I understand that. And I'm trying to tell you that if you just come into the shop, I have everything you need to...
Okay, well, how big a cloud are we talking about here?
It's not even the device. It's what can your lungs hold. It's not the device size.
Well, everyone's lungs are the same size, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it's how concentrated the smoke is. That's why you need that giant smoke device like I was building.
Okay, again... Go to any YouTube video and you will see not a single soul with a giant vaping device because you don't need that.
No, I disagree. I disagree. Look, that's why I'm going to set the world record. You're not interested in helping me turn my own flute into a giant vape gun so I can get the world record? Is that what you're telling me?
That is correct because we already have some that work here. Why would you build one? So you don't even know what you're talking about or what you're doing.
I'm sorry. How hard can it be? I just did it. How hard is it?
How big was the cloud you just blew out?
I didn't even blow a cloud, man. I'm just breathing. I've been doing it since I was born, okay? You don't need to train me on a device. What do you need? I need a device that delivers a ton of smoke. That's what I'm trying to get. Won't you help me out?
It's not, first of all, let's go back to it's not smoke. It's vapor.
Oh, okay, vapor.
It's
whatever.
Not about the device size.
It sure is. I mean, if you get a big cloud in your lungs because your device gave you the concentrated dose, wouldn't you be blowing out more? It's like packing it in there.
Not if your lungs can't hold it.
Look, I'm about to give up. Can I just ask you one more question? Do you guys, at least, could you sell me a Prosy?
What is that?
It's a prank call we're playing on you right now.
Oh, man.
You're on Rock 107 right now. It's a Prospector prank call, man. I'm Prospector.
Oh, my God.
You're right. I don't even vape, man. I don't know anything about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can tell. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. It's not even smoke, man.
I know. It's vapor. It's vapor. I got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yambag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
This is an example of lesson not learned. A 23-year-old man in Florida named Jeffrey Vasquez left jail after posting bail, strolled through the courthouse parking lot, spotted an unattended SUV with the key inside, and decided the society had given him a second chance to commit grand theft auto. He stole the SUV and led deputies on a high-speed chase, his second in less than a week, and yeah, that's why he was in jail in the first place. 3 days before he got a DUI after a chase when he was driving 125 miles per hour. This time, Jeffrey was caught and hauled back to the same jail. He's facing a whole slew of new charges, including a theft charge for stealing an iPhone charger from another vehicle just before he stole the SUV.
Nominee number 2.
Is it overstating it to say the new suburban terror is teenagers on e-bikes? Now, if you haven't heard about this yet, a police department in Southern California is looking for 2 teens who rode through a Walmart on their e-bikes. There's footage of them online showing them speeding through the aisles while a shopper yells at them. It's unclear if they did any damage, but they did nearly hit a few customers, including the wife and daughter of one shopper named Vince. He says his daughter, who has autism, was startled. Ironically, in the video, Vince is using a mobility scooter, and he knocks down a display of products while trying to stop them. He later said the Walmart employees wouldn't do anything about it, and he thinks the police should be more proactive. He added, how many more people have to get killed for this to stop? To be fair, the e-bike situation in stores does look dangerous, and there have been deadly incidents involving reckless e-bike riding on streets. This happened a couple of weeks ago. Police are still looking into the incident, but it's unclear if they have any leads or what charges the teens would be facing if they were tracked down.
And the winner is...
the man who walked out of jail, stole an SUV from a courthouse parking lot, and led cops on a chase for the second time in a week. You're the Yambag of the day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yambag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yambag of the Day, weekday morning on Rock 107.
Stuff that almost gets us in trouble with the boss. You got to wake up with us. Weekday morning starting at 5:30 on Rock 107.